After the last video, a lot of you asked me the same question. If I'm disappointed with Star Citizen, if my confidence in CIG is at an all-time low, if I feel that the relationship between the company and the community has been getting worse over the years, then why am I still here? And some of you like Drajas on X went even further. What would it actually take for me to leave Star Citizen entirely? What is the breaking point? And honestly, those are very fair questions, because if you watched the last video, you probably came away thinking that I sounded like someone who was ready to walk away. And perhaps, after everything that has happened over the years, it would be perfectly understandable if I did, because, quite frankly, Star Citizen has been through more than its fair share of shitstorms, and being an original backer, I have been here for all of them. I've been here through the delays, through the broken patches, the disappearing roadmaps, the month of silence, the controversial decisions, the broken promises, the endless arguments, the moments when the community turned against CIG, and the moments when CIG seemed to turn against the community. And yet, I am still here. So why? That's what I want to talk about in today's video, because despite everything I said in the previous one, and I stand by every word of it, there are still reasons why I continue to follow Star Citizen. There are things that actually keep me here, and perhaps more importantly, I think it's also time to talk about what it would actually take for me to finally throw the towel. So this is the story of why, after all these Star Citizen shitstorms, I am still here. The first reason why I'm still here is actually a very simple one. It's the people. Over the years, I have met some genuinely great people through Star Citizen. Some of them I now consider friends. Some of them I've even had the opportunity to meet in real life. And as strange as this might sound, Star Citizen is what made those friendships possible. We spent countless hours hanging out in game, we've messed around and laughed and had some ridiculous experiences together, and yes, we've also spent plenty of time fighting through bugs and problems, but somehow, even with all of that, we've had a lot of fun. And I think that the best example of that is the Rat Club. What started as my Discord server eventually became an organization in Star Citizen, and over the years we've developed a really strong sense of camaraderie there. People who probably would have never met each other otherwise have ended up becoming friends simply because we happen to have something in common: Star Citizen. Sure, we also played other games together. Elite Dangerous, Helldivers, and plenty of other games have brought us together from time to time, but Star Citizen is where it all started. And then there are also all of you guys watching these videos. There are people who regularly show up in the comments. I've come to recognize people who share their experiences, disagree with me, give me information or suggest ideas, and hopefully people who genuinely enjoy what I put out. And the reality is that I enjoy making it. I enjoy editing those videos and putting together the B-roll. I enjoy making machinimas. I enjoy digging into the game, finding little things that people might have not noticed, sharing our team adventures, and sharing tips and discoveries with you. So, when I ask myself why I'm still here, this is probably the biggest reason of all, because Star Citizen has given me a community. It has given me friendships. It has given me people to play with, people to talk to, and people to make these videos for. And as frustrated as I may get with Cloud Imperium Games, I don't want to throw all of that away. Not yet, at least, because at this point, I'm not just invested in Star Citizen, I am more invested in the people I have met because of it. And that, more than anything else, is what keeps me here. The other reason why I am still here is because I believe I have the freedom to hold CIG accountable. I have been covering Star Citizen as a content creator on YouTube since 2018, and from the very beginning, I've always given myself the freedom to call out CIG when I thought they were doing something wrong. But I've also been willing to praise them when I thought they got something right. And that is important to me. I'm not here to blindly defend CIG, but I'm also not here to blindly attack them. If they do something good, I will tell you it's good. If they do something stupid, I will tell you it is stupid. And I think that independence is one of the reasons I've been able to do this for so many years. It's also probably the reason why I've been blacklisted from their partnership program since the very beginning, and why I was not invited to their Province Quarter 42 event in Manchester this October. And honestly, I'm okay with that, because the reason I have this freedom is you. So many of you have stuck with me for years. Some of you have even been here since the beginning in 2018. I was reading some comments from people who were tagging along even before I had 1,000 subscribers and I had no idea how to make a proper video. And more new people have been joining the channel recently. Some of you have even gone a step further and supported me through Patreon or the YouTube membership program like SnakeLord86, Bleed, Smoke, Do, P-Joe, and DHD. So thank you guys. Seriously, that support is what allows me to remain independent. And because of that, I don't have any intention of stopping what I've been doing. I'm still going to analyze what CIG is doing. I am still going to play their releases and I'm still going to test their new technologies and their new systems. Got a video about 4.10 coming for the release of the patch, by the way. And I'm actually looking forward to testing Genesis and Starchitect, and when they release, you can absolutely be certain that I will give you my honest opinion. If they are great, I'll say that they are great. If Nick's one is gorgeous and delivers what we're expecting from it, I will say that too. But if it is broken, I will say that. If there's nothing to do, I will say that. And especially if we fall through the surface of planets because the turret is broken, I will definitely show you, just like I did when Pyro was released, because that's the deal I've always had with you. I don't work for CIG, I work for you. And as long as you guys continue to support this approach, I intend to keep that freedom. So staying here doesn't mean my criticism for CIG is going away. If anything, it means that I'm going to keep on watching them with you even more closely, because we have to. Before I move on to what actually would make me throw the towel, I want to make one thing clear here about what does not keep me making content. It is Star Citizen itself. Despite all of its flaws and shortcomings, I actually enjoy Star Citizen. I enjoy the seamless transitions, the attention to details, the little quirks, and that larger-than-life experience that you don't simply get from any other game. And that's something that I don't want to lose sight of. I can be critical of CIG and still genuinely enjoy playing the game that they are making. So even if I eventually quit YouTube out of disgust, like so many older Star Citizen content creators have, I'm still going to play Star Citizen. The difference is that I'd probably just play it whenever I feel like it, without feeling the need to analyze every update and test every new feature or turn every experience into a video. I would play it on my own or with friends I've met along the way, and that sounds pretty nice too, because ultimately I don't need to be a Star Citizen content creator to enjoy Star Citizen. In fact, when I backed in 2012, Star Citizen wasn't even what I had on the radar. To me, it was the optional online mode of the game I backed, just like there is an online mode in Freelancer. No, what would make me throw the towel is if Squadron 42 ends up being a hot pile of smoking garbage. You see, being an original backer, I was sold in 2012 a PC game with cutting-edge graphics that would be a single-player space simulation. I backed Squadron 42. I know that probably makes me part of a minority these days, but my main focus in my head has always been and will always be Squadron 42. That doesn't mean I don't care about Star Citizen, of course I do, but the reason I'm here in the first place backing this project is because of Squadron 42. Back in 2018, when I started this channel, one of the reasons was actually that I wanted an excuse to play more Star Citizen. I wanted to develop some skills that I could eventually put into use when a single-player campaign would eventually come out. Needless to say that I've had plenty of time to hone my skills. But I know, it may sound silly, but I never forgot that. To this day, whenever I play Star Citizen and perform certain actions in the game, I still have in the back of my mind how that experience could potentially be useful when I eventually play Squadron 42. And that's also why I forgave CIG in the past when the Persistent Universe was in a really bad state. Now, the past tense is important here, forgive, and I'm going to talk about it in the next video. And yes, I could understand that a vast majority of the development resources were being spent on Squadron 42 at the time when it was in development. Now, it is not the case. It's supposedly about to be released, right? I held the line in 2016, I've held the line since 2023 after the announcement that the game was feature complete, and after all the delays, knowing that we've been told the game has been in polishing for 2 years, and that we were told on numerous occasions that it would release this year, yes, I am holding my breath for the release or for the announcement that has been delayed to 2027. And in my opinion, that would be catastrophic. I, for one, don't care about GTA 6. I care about CIG delivering on their promises and delaying to 2027 despite promising multiple times, including this year, that Squadron 42 will be released in 2026 would only confirm everything I've said in the previous video. But even that wouldn't be enough to make me quit. No, what would actually make me throw the towel is if Squadron 42 sucks. For whatever reason. Maybe the game turns out to be mostly cinematics with nowhere near enough actual gameplay or action. Maybe the choices we make will not really matter, despite branching paths based on our decision supposedly being one of the game's main features. Maybe the story is terrible, and believe me, if the story is even worse than the Wing Commander movie, we are going to have a problem, because boy, do I hate terrible stories. It's one of the reasons why, for example, I profoundly dislike Star Wars Squadrons or Star Wars Outlaws, for example. A space combat game can have fantastic gameplay, but if the story doesn't work for me, or if it force-feeds elements aimed at appeasing a certain modern audience, it can completely ruin the experience. Or maybe Squadron 42 is simply a technical disaster. If it is unplayable because of bugs, or if the performance is terrible, that would be a massive problem for me. And there's another one that particularly is important to me: motion sickness. I am susceptible to motion sickness, and it is something that I already experienced with ground vehicles in the Persistent universe. If Squadron 42 has serious problems with that kind of things, that would be another enormous red flag for me. It needs to be really optimized. So these are things that would actually make me throw the towel. Not another delay, not another roadmap changing, not another terrible patch, or not another shitstorm. Just Squadron 42 being a bad game, because that is ultimately what I backed in the first place. It is the raison d'etre of me being here, and if after all these years, after all the delays and all the money and the promises and the waiting, Squadron 42 comes out and I simply don't enjoy playing it, then I genuinely don't know what would be left for me to hold the line for. And that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Let me know what you in the comment section down below. What would be the last straw for you, or maybe it already has happened. I've already seen in the comment section down below, or in the previous video actually, that a lot of you have already quit on Star Citizen. Tell me why. What was the reason? I would love to read from and analyze everything that you guys are saying. We got a giveaway this month for those of you who are still interested. There is a Shiv and a Basher. I bought it before the shitstorm. I'm not gonna buy any of those ships anymore for a long time, but yeah, it's there, and I'm still giving it away for some people who are interested. All you have to do is to subscribe to the channel and come to any videos posted this month. There will be 25 entries given for free, and automatic entries for Patreon and YouTube members. A big shout out to my Patreon and YouTube members, as always, including Socar Sisters, Dr. Frobin, Ducky to Ducker, Shadow Rise, and Zero Crusher. I've been the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
No. This is it. Keep your eyes open for those fighters.
No sign of any. Wait, coming from 3.5.
I'm in range. The target's coming up. Just hold him up for a few seconds. Almost there. Almost there. It's away. Negative, negative. It didn't go in. It just impacted on the surface.